Hello everyone. Recently I walk into a lot of Russian speaking people here in my neighborhood and I see a lot of new faces I have not seen before here in this neighborhood. And I think it's true that a lot of people are immigrating from Russia as well as from Ukraine to Germany. And today we are going to watch a street interview in Moscow. And the title of it is called "Why Do You Think Millions of People Left by Russia?" And yeah, it's another video by 1420. And I think it's really cool what they are doing and that they are doing like street interviews and stuff. And it's also brave because you could get arrested for that, right? So yeah, let's have a look at what people have to say about the people leaving Russia.
Как вы думаете, почему вот есть такая тенденция, миллионы человек уехали уже из России, там, может, продолжают уезжать, а приехало вот чуть-чуть?
Ой, ну на эти вопросы не буду отвечать.
Oh wow, that's
Просто
kind
нет
of rude.
перспективы. И чем больше здесь живешь, тем больше ты понимаешь, что перспективы становятся все меньше, меньше и меньше, не наоборот.
Если кому-то плохо здесь живется, пусть уезжают. Просто у меня даже мысли никогда не возникало уезжать.
Как вы думаете, почему так? Почему люди скорее вот уезжают, а из-за границ там американцы к нам не едут?
Ну, глупые люди уезжают, которые не могут себя здесь применить.
That's not actually true. Like from what I've heard and what some people are saying that are leaving Russia, and some have actually very, very high degrees, like some have even master degrees and stuff. And they are like also educated people that are leaving. And I think they are leaving for political reasons because they disagree with the current system and the way things are, and that there's like no true free speech in Russia. That's why people are leaving. It's not just a financial reason, because like this kind of wave of people leaving right now is one that just happened suddenly. Like it's nothing that happened like a year or 2 years ago. And you can see from the recent events that this really is one of the reasons why people are leaving, and it's not an economical situation. I mean, it can also be part of it because now there are like those sanctions, right? So people are losing jobs because certain companies are leaving the country and now they have to go abroad to find a job or to still work for that company, but maybe in another town in another country. So yeah. But that's interesting. And yeah, by the way, guys, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content.
Ну, как раз в Википедии есть страница «Путинская эмиграция» называется. Вот,
Exactly, that's what I said.
Всегда была эмиграция, всю жизнь.
But now it's
Там тоже
higher.
тяжело.
Где, в Америке?
Ну, да, конечно, так кажется, что все.
А где вот легче, в России или...
В России легче, потому что здесь все есть. Здесь вода, электричество. Здесь попроще вообще жить.
We have that
Там
abroad too.
всё. Там очень сложно жить. Там каждый второй юрист. Там не зря там пошел вот это брачные контракты и так далее. У нас же это нет, у нас все попроще.
Wait, hold up. They have marriage contracts, we don't have it. It's simpler here. Wait a second, there are no marriage contracts in Russia? Wait, how do people get married? I think that's wrong, right, what he says. I don't think that's true. Please let me know in the comment section if that's true or not. I don't think that's true.
Потому что у них нет патриотизма в груди. В сердце нет патриотизма, поэтому они для того... Вот то же самое возьмем с Украиной. Почему украинцы бегут, а не защищают?
They do defend it? What are you talking about?
Почему? Потому что у них нет патриотизма за свою родину.
How
У них
misinformed.
нету притяжения к своей земле.
А кто убегает?
У них нету к детям.
It's
к
the younger
своим.
ones leaving mostly.
Там женщины в основном убегают.
А чего они
Почему
убегают?
только женщины? И мужчины тоже.
Yeah,
Ну,
true,
ну,
but not
как
so
же,
many.
мама, вы посмотрите,
Те, кто
в
не
Европе
могут.
сколько мужчин. Это мама
Oh,
не говорила.
brainwashed.
Мы волонтеры, у нас волонтеры по всему миру. Мы же общаемся между собой. Много. Нету патриотизма в груди в своей.
Вот, я занимаюсь, я репортер московский, и да, у нас очень плохо в плане населения, оно ужасное, ну реально ужасное, это быдло, которое насилует, ебется, блядь, бухает, и, ну вон, там сейчас дальше пройдете, там бомжи сидят, рестораны пьют, воняют, у них ноги разъебаны, гниют, ну и типа это нормально для России.
Oh, okay.
Вот, а так, чтобы именно из страны уехать, потому что здесь мне не нравится, ну, хуй его знает, мне здесь все нравится, просто бы долбоебов поменьше было.
А что больше всего нравится в России?
Да, слушай, у нас дохуя свобод,
Freedom?
делать, что хочешь на самом деле.
Okay, but not of
Я не
speech.
вижу никаких проблем, чтобы быть здесь кем захочешь. У нас долбоебы конченые депутаты. О чем разговор? Дауны, которые вообще непонятно как... Даже
That's something I'm trying to understand too. He's saying our governors are... I don't know how they got to their positions. Yeah, that's a big question. Maybe the... Like, was there an actual true election even? That's something I'm sometimes wondering, because... I see that like a lot of people, especially like younger ones, are like pro-democratic, right? And weren't there like some candidates that were like more democratic? Why did they not get elected? This is something I'm trying to figure out. But I guess maybe, yeah, now there are like no candidates because they will be literally getting rid of now. So, I mean, we see this with freaking Navalny. He's like locked up now, right? And he's also a bit more democratic, you could say. So, yeah, I think it's really, really hard for them to even have any candidates that they can vote for besides Putin, right? So, yeah.
Дошли туда, смогли, блядь.
Честно, я не знаю, я думаю, из-за ситуации, которая происходит в нашей стране, вот, я не буду называть, что это.
Oh, she knows something.
Понятно, 24 февраля, поэтому уезжают.
Ой, ребята, это вы прям в тему. У нас вот у моей свекрови, ее сестра, это наша бывшая олимпийская чемпионка по фигурному
Skating
катанию.
champion?
И в свое время она уехала из России. И сейчас очень переживает за то, что она не может вернуться. Она очень хочет
Oh,
вернуться.
no.
Здесь ощутимо лучше.
Здесь выше,
Да, да. И здесь больше дают возможностей. Вот мы сами удивлялись, да, то есть все вроде сначала, вот вы спросили, почему уезжают. Потому что хорошо там, где нас нет.
Crash the screen on the
Later
other
in
side.
this video, the next couple of people will tell you about Iron Curtain. Iron Curtain was a thing back in USSR when nothing could go in USSR and nothing could go out USSR. And you know what? Right now, Iron Curtains still exist. You are not able to access some website, and to resolve this issue, you might use VPN. So I would like to tell you about Atlas VPN. Atlas VPN is one of the best options on the VPN market. Even if you search for the best VPN services, Atlas VPN will always be on the list. Go to get.atlasvpn.com/1420. It will give you a
What would be really nice, but I'm not sure if our company is willing to do that, if they actually would offer free VPN for Russians. So in Russia, you have like one service that's like completely for free and with that like a monthly fee. Because right now there's like more and more censorship, right? And they're like blocking more and more pages and like what is gone now, Instagram, Facebook, for example. Like it would be nice if like someone could like sponsor this or something so they can have this for like free, right? That would be cool, because now like there's more and more internet restrictions and they're getting like a lot of misinformation. Like this other woman, for example, what did she say? She said that everyone is leaving in Ukraine, even like the men and stuff, and nobody's like defending their country. That's actually so wrong, because recently like a lot of people are actually starting to get under military training to defend Ukraine, and the men were not even allowed to leave the country. It was just the women at some point. They said, hey, men from age this till this cannot leave, right? So she was like completely misinformed. And I guess that's because of the media and propaganda there. So in order to get like the true information, you need VPN access and be able to actually check those pages with accurate information where people actually went their life and actually report from their life with true legit information. But yeah. But it's still cheap though what he's offering. It's what was like $2-3 a month.
82% of regular price. Right now it costs less than $2 per month.
Oh yeah, less than
This
$2.
price,
That's
you
cheap.
will be able to use VPN on unlimited devices.
That's very cheap.
It will also give you prevention from DDoS attacks. And if you are Ukrainian journalist, Atlas VPN will give you VPN for free. Go to get.atlasvpn.com/.
You get it for free?
Bye-bye.
Как думаете, вот почему из России больше людей уезжает, чем приезжает?
Похуй на людей просто, как правительство, это все.
True.
Как думаете, через 100 лет вообще Россия?
Soldiers don't even have anything to eat on the front lines.
Смотря кто президентом будет.
А почему будет через 100 лет?
Impossible.
Уже в этом можно не сомневаться.
Ну, понимаете, это правительство. Нужно поменять. Рыба тухнет с головы. Я больше ничего
Oh,
не
now
знаю.
she's saying something that's true.
Ну, это проблема. Проблема.
Wait, that's wait, hold up. We are at 4 minutes 50. Wasn't it the same lady that earlier said something about that the Ukrainians, they don't freaking defend their country? 1 second.
Потому что у них нет патриотизма в груди. В сердце нет патриотизма, поэтому они для того... Вот то же самое возьмем с Украины. Почему украинцы бегут, а не защищают?
That's the same person, and now she changed her mind. Did she say that because she was afraid of getting into trouble, and then during the interview she realized, you know what, I don't care if I get in trouble, the truth must be spoken or something. Like, what is happening here? She has like a sudden change of heart, right?
Ну, понимаете, это правительство, нужно поменять.
But she's right.
Рыба тухнет с головы. Я
We
больше
live in
ничего не
modern
могу
days,
сказать.
not in past days. We need to
Ну,
accept
это
it.
проблема. Проблема. Это
Let's all come
революция.
together hand in hand.
А по-другому как вы поменяете правительство? Если они сами не уходят, значит только революция. А по-другому ничего. Назовите хоть одного человека, который ушел сам. Назовите
true.
хоть одного. Нет. Для того,
They were
чтобы
pushed out,
построить
basically.
новое, нужно сломать старое.
Вот мы сейчас сидим, как бы здесь я не вижу, что тут может война какая-то вокруг там или еще что-то. Работа есть у людей.
At the moment, yes.
Какие-никакие есть.
Let's hope it stays like this.
Ну, я думаю, что да, лучше. Она сейчас не очень плохая.
Прошу прощения, уличное интервью снимаем, можете поучаствовать? Минутку одну займет.
Loud music, holy. Oh,
Прошу
wow.
прощения, уличный опрос снимаем, можете поучаствовать?
Да,
Одну
да,
минуту
можем.
займет. Как вы думаете, почему сейчас появилась такая тенденция уезжать из России? Вот миллион человек уже уехало.
Сейчас, Артем, вот просто миллион человек уехал из России. Почему?
Испугались? Испугались.
Scared?
Чего они могли испугаться? Я не знаю.
Да, они всегда уезжали, всегда приезжали. С чего взяли, что именно сейчас?
Ну вот взять США, допустим. Оттуда мало кто уезжает, но туда много приезжает. Ну вот в России так.
Потому что здесь душат свободу, мне кажется.
Oh, yeah?
В нашей стране вот эти железные занавесы были, и все вот это было.
Iron curtains.
И людям платили мало, хотя действительно они очень талантливы были. Ну и зачем свой талант уграблять, как говорится, да, за копейки, когда можно где-то получать намного больше. Человек ищет где лучше, рыба где глубже. И поэтому однозначно здесь по-другому нельзя объяснить это явление.
Да, во-первых, в советское время не выпускали никого. Потом, как только открыли шлюз, евреи первые поехали, вот разрешили. Потом уже в 90-х.
I'm actually wondering, because what she's saying, if that is going to happen as well, if they're working on a new law, because a lot of like very educated people are starting to leave Russia. What if they actually add, like if Putin decides, hey, you know what, let's add a law where like the younger generation of people can't leave Russia anymore. And then they actually block people from entering planes and stuff like that, or like trains that lead abroad. What if they actually start doing that because they're worried that their young people are leaving, and then they also have like less people that they can use for the military, like soldiers and stuff? I wonder if it ever comes to that point. That would be insane though. Like that would be really crazy, and it would be internationally big on the news, like, hey, Russia doesn't allow people to leave anymore or something. I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon, but it could happen. There's a possibility.
Хлынули все, кому не лень.
А почему так?
Ну, не все могли там, знаете, приспособиться. И вообще есть такое выражение, что хорошо там, где нас
that one
нет. И
again.
когда
Grass green
вообще
on the
беда,
other side.
нужно быть дома. А не надо никуда ехать. Надо переживать здесь. И надеяться, чтобы и работать.
А зачем что-то переживать, если можно уехать и нормально жить?
Нормально жить.
True.
А кто будет здесь жить? Значит, вам плевать. А вы родились здесь. Ну не надо тогда, вы люди мира. Мне говорила внучка. Я, кстати, с ней в контрах. Она такая, как вы.
Уехать хочет?
Она заявляла, что
Так,
мы люди мира. Нам плевать, что где. Мы, лишь бы нам хорошо было. Вот. Она была в шоке, когда как же все время за рубеж, туда-сюда, по всему.
But that's the modern individual. Those are like the millennials. Like there's a clash between the generations right now. You can see that, like even with politics. Like Putin, for example, like he's like his thinking and like the way he's from like an older generation, one that's like kind of like dying out right now from like older age. And if you look at like all the politicians that are now in power, also in like Russia and elsewhere in the world, except a few younger ones, like for example Zelensky or Macron in France, right? We have like a lot of very, very old politicians, like even Biden, like he's crazy old, right? And like a lot of the older generations, they have like a different way or like a view on the world and stuff, right? And now the millennials, they're starting to age and get to also an age of politics, right? So once they reach like their, let's say 40s or 50s, and some decide to go for politics, you will have a way different kind of thinking and different laws and all that. And it's the same with like Putin. Like what is in 10 years? Like let's say he stays in power. When you are like 80 or 80 plus, you're not gonna be so healthy anymore. Maybe not even fit to be a president, right? Like usually, like presidents are not 80. They're like in their 60s, 70s. Like there are like a few exceptions. Like Biden is pretty old, right? But usually you are not that old when you are president. You're usually in like maybe your 60s or something. Like we have a lot of 50s, 60s presidents all across the world, right? So once like the younger generations get into politics and elected as presidents, like everything will change anyway. Like I'm actually honestly believing that in at least maybe like 2 generations, Russia will be democratic. Because the younger people have a democratic thinking. They grow up differently. They grow up with also media from the western part of the world, the eastern part of the world. Maybe they watch a lot of K-drama or some American TV shows. They are traveling a lot, like her, was it granddaughter or daughter? It was granddaughter, right? Yeah, granddaughter. And her granddaughter has also this kind of thinking, right? And what if she becomes the next president, for example, in like 20 years from now or so? The whole world will change. Like autocracies, like dictatorships, they are going to die out because it's outdated. It's an outdated form of ruling. Like even China, it will die out. It can only be at most 2 generations still having this kind of system. And then like what? You can't go to someone that's like 25 and has a way of thinking that they had for so long, and then you're trying to manipulate and brainwash them in a matter of 10 years when they are already like adult in their mid-20s and tell them, hey, now you have to think like people did 100 years ago. That's impossible. You can maybe do this under extreme restrictive conditions to children that are like 4 or 5 years old and raise them that way. But if someone has reached above 20, and they grow up with a certain way of thinking, you can't change that so easily. And no president or even propaganda from TV can really do that. Like you can manipulate it a little bit, but you can't change the whole shape. You can only like change it by minor, like a little. So yeah, like I said, it will die out, this kind of ruling. So those of you that disagree with the politics in Russia, if nothing happens now, it will happen in like 20 years.
Всему миру катались.
It's guaranteed.
Ну не страдайте, уезжайте, свобода. Ради Бога, выезжайте, а там посмотрите, как вам будет. Будет плохо, вас примут обратно, мы добрые.
Money is everything anyway.
Это дело
If you earn well somewhere,
пожалуйста,
okay.
Уезжайте.
Damn.
Bless you. Bless you, Daniel. I hope I say his... I pronounce his name correct, right? Daniel. Like Daniel, but without the E, right? Daniel. Like, I really love what he's doing. Like, I'm a big fan of his channel and his team. I know there are like others like helping out and stuff. You just seldom see them. But it's like Daniel and I think his friends, or at least another person that run this channel, right? But yeah, I think it's really brave to go there and like talk about this kind of topics with people on the street, because he could get arrested, and I really hope this will never happen, because I think he's a hero, like Daniel in Russia, and I think it's cool what he does. And yeah, you can see like the older generation, like how she talked about her granddaughter, and like the younger ones, like they all think differently. And you have those kind of people that just want to mind their own business, like this guy with his, was it wife or girlfriend? He just wants to have a peaceful life, earn enough, have a nice home, and just don't bother with politics or world drama at all. And a lot of people are like this. And here in Germany, who cares about politics? It's like just a small percentage. Like, yeah, people vote for someone, but after that, they just go to their daily life. Because people have to work for like 9-10 hours a day. They have like kids to feed and play with and stuff. Like, nobody has time to bother with other drama much, right? But some people do care about politics, and that's worldwide the case. And yeah, let's see what will happen. But like I said, I give this kind of rulership at least 20 years, not more, because everyone with this kind of thinking will die of old age, because that's the human body clock. It's biology, it's by nature. You can change that. Putin can change that, unless he can maybe build himself into a freaking cyborg and transform and move his consciousness into a cyborg, and then he's like a machine president. But otherwise, lifespan 80-90 years maybe, who knows. And who comes after? That's the big question, because even his friends are already, they are 60s, 70s, right? So yeah, let's see what will happen in the future. But for the next couple of years, there's going to be a bit of a hard time for some people, I would say. Yeah. And yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comment section as well. And If you liked this video, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.